fight. And he, along with 3 other very close friends of mine, died in the plane crash. And I had actually wrote down, talking about my brother Tony, David's line. He kind of stole my thunder there, but it is so true. It's not the amount of years you put into your life that makes your life special. It's the amount of life that you put into your years that makes life special. And these little kids, they're showing us that every day. And later on, I'll be talking about my brother, but I want to congratulate everybody here for awards. I know how hard it is to be a martial artist, how hard it is to be a boxer. Think about what these guys put themselves through to become champions. You have to believe in yourself when nobody else does. You have to go that extra round when nobody else is willing to. You have to get up again when you're hurting. There's a lot of champions in this room. And again, I want to recognize my mother. To me, she's the greatest champion of all. She lost her husband when he was 42 to brain cancer. Lost my brother, my co-promoter, at 18 to a plane crash. Lost my brother at 42 to diabetes. And, excuse me, last year, my sister to cancer. But through it all, she always gets back up and never quits. That's what a champion is, and please give her a big hand. Martial arts, in boxing, and any kind of martial arts, it develops that internal strength. It develops that courage to keep going no matter how tough life may get. And this room is full of champions, and I'm just very, very proud, honored, and humbled to be among you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
A little interlude right now. It's a small interlude. The Martinez family, Lorenzo Consuelo, who died in 2012. He died in 2012. Excuse me, who was our queen in 2012, and died last October. In my book, if you read today, the book is dedicated to her. 4 pages dedicated to Consuelo Martinez. Would Mr. Martinez come up now? My father, is he? I believe they just walked in. Martinez coming? There's Consuelo's mother. Father couldn't.
Thank you for remembering. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, here, the memories are great, sad, still great, and I hope you do read the story here. It's just a little kind of consolation.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's very high.
You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You put this on me? No, sir. And that's you, Mrs. Burnett?
Yes. That was going to be our presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, next we will have our presentation to Mr. Anthony Sandoval by his brother Hillary and Thomas McKay. Or you already gave the order? Okay.
No, wait a minute. We didn't get it.
He's going to accept it now.
Okay. Oh, yes, okay. Vinny, could you give it to him? Okay.
This certification award is presented to Anthony Tony Sandoval, inducted to the El Paso Martial Arts Hall of Fame.
Filled in a lot of details a while ago. What you didn't know is also tragic yet super successful life. You may not know this, but Hillary and Tony Sandoval had champions at age 12. One of them was both of them were teenagers. At 14, they had Cliff Thomas and other world champions. Tony died early, but he's the only 14-year-old in history not plane crash, a terrific plane crash. On the way to fight on NBC, and it's Paul Vizio, when Cliff was fighting Paul Vizio, which you saw in the film earlier. He broke Vizio's jaw and knocked him out in the fifth round. Vizio was king of the ropes. Anyway, before I let Heather take over here, his brother, remember this, the only teenager to ever manage and promote and even compete with martial arts, world champion. Nothing like it. If Tony had been there today, El Paso would be probably the highest martial arts city in the whole world. Thank you.
Back again, real quick again. I'll talk a little bit about my brother Tony. And this award, Elena, is for my brother Tony, not for me. Just tell a quick story. Last year I was inducted to the Hall of Fame, and my good friend Buff, his girlfriend, heard that I was getting inducted, and her first reaction was, it wasn't congratulations, it wasn't good job, it was, why? And then I told her, well, right after high school, I was 18 years old, and I promoted my first professional kickboxing match. And she said, wow, Hillary, I'm surprised. And I said, you're surprised I promoted my first fight at 18? She said, no, I'm surprised you went to high school. But anyway, I was 18 when I promoted my first show. My little brother Tony, who we're honoring today, was only 12 years old. And believe me, he was the face. We called our promotion Battlestar Karateka Productions. He was the face to Battlestar Karateka Productions. He's the one that negotiated for Demetrius Hovannes to come down to El Paso. He's the one that, tell you a quick story, when I did the first promotion, I lost money. And I told my brother he could keep the program revenue for whatever he sold for the program. He put on a suit and tie, borrowed one of my father's briefcases, and had my mother drive him around to every bank in El Paso. Went up with a suitcase, his suit, he was about this tall, and asked to speak to the bank president. After paying for printing, he cleared a $1,400 profit on our first promotion. The next thing we tried to do is to get some people to go to our show and introduce the new sport of kickboxing to people. So we tried to come up with a gimmick. At the time, Jim Paul from the El Paso Diablos was doing 25-cent beer night. I sit down Tony at the Civic Center, see what we can do to do 25-cent beer night for our promotions. He came back, he said, Hillary, I got a great idea. We're going to do free beer night. So we ended up doing free beer night, but the thing that was amazing about it, he was only 15. He couldn't even drink beer. At 16, he became the youngest co-promoter to ever promote a world championship in the state of Texas, probably in the United States. At 15, he promoted the first nationally televised fight in the state of Texas. ESPN didn't come down first for minor basketball, minor football, a professional boxing match. They came down for PK karate. And the person that negotiated it was my 15-year-old brother. Unfortunately, he passed away at 18 on his way to go see Cliff Thomas fight Paul Vizio in 1981. I was fortunate enough to continue promoting for about 10 more years, had the good luck to work with 21 world champions, and I promoted over 30 world championship fights. Some of them choked up when I talk about my brother, so excuse me. But he was somebody very, very special, and every breath he took, every second he lived, every hour he lived, he treated it like it was a wonderful gift. And he put a lot of life into those 18 years. And I'm just so proud of what we were able to accomplish together, and it wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for him. So thank you so much for having me here.
One more thing. Could we have Ms. Sandoval stand up?